The New England Patriots did not come out of that Super Bowl loss looking broken. They came out looking angry, and that is what should scare the rest of the league. Drake May is no longer a young quarterback trying to prove he belongs. Mike Vrabel is no longer building a culture from scratch. Josh McDaniels has more answers, Elliott Wolf has more pieces, and New England now feels like a team that took one painful ending and turned it into fuel. What nobody's talking about is how complete this build is starting to look. Caleb Lomu gives Drake May a new layer of protection. Reggie Gilliam brings back the kind of physical fullback role this offense has missed for years. Romeo Doubs gives the receiver room a cleaner shape. Kevin Byard adds a veteran voice to a defense that already had teeth. Then comes Gabe Jacas. The rookie edge rusher, Mike Vrabel, clearly wanted badly, and that one move feels personal, not flashy, not cute. Personal. But here's the twist. This whole roster might still be one move away from turning scary into unfair. The Patriots already have the quarterback, the coach, the line help, the run game piece, and a defense that can hit back. Now the biggest question sits outside the building, waiting on one phone call. If A.J. Brown becomes the final piece for Drake May, the AFC East conversation changes fast. But before that bomb drops, everything starts with the reason every single move feels bigger now. Drake May himself. Drake May is the reason this whole New England Patriots rebuild feels different. A lot of teams add players in May and call it progress. New England is doing something sharper. Every move points back to the same idea. Make life easier for Mai, protect him better, run the ball with more force, and give him cleaner answers when the game gets tight. That is how you know the front office sees him now. Not as a project, as the center of everything. Last season changed the way people talk about May. He did not look like a young quarterback hanging on for help. He looked like the player pulling the whole room forward. The throws got calmer, the timing got faster, the offense stopped feeling scared when the score got tight. That matters. Because once a quarterback gives a team belief, every other move starts to hit harder. Josh McDaniels can open more of the playbook. Mike Vrabel can coach with more edge. Elliott Wolf can chase bigger pieces without wondering if the most important spot is ready. But the painful part is still sitting there. The Patriots got close, and close is never enough in Foxborough. That loss did not expose a broken team. It exposed what was missing. More help up front, more power near the goal line, more danger outside when defenses tighten the field. That is why this offseason feels less like a rebuild and more like a response. Drake May already gave New England the reason to believe. Now the next piece is the one nobody expected to matter this much. Reggie Gilliam, the fullback who might change the way this offense closes games. The strangest move of the New England Patriots offseason might end up being the one defenses hate the most. Reggie Gilliam does not arrive with wide receiver hype. He does not need a loud headline. But when Josh McDaniels gets a real fullback, the whole offense starts moving with a different kind of purpose. This is where the old Patriots feeling starts to creep back in. Heavy looks, motion before the snap, and defenders being forced to guess wrong before the ball is even handed off. For Drake May, this matters more than people think. A fullback can turn a tough second down into a clean third down. A lead block can give Ramondre Stevenson the crease he needs instead of making him fight through traffic alone. It can also help Trevion Henderson hit the edge with more space, where one wrong angle from a linebacker turns into a huge gain. That is the hidden value here. Reggie Gilliam does not need the ball to change the play. He changes the picture before the defense even realizes it, and that is why this signing feels bigger than the name. Josh McDaniels has used this kind of player before with James Devlin and Jakob Johnson, and he knows how to make a defense pay for overreacting. One snap looks like power. The next snap becomes play action. Then Drake May is standing clean while the defense is stuck one step late. That is how red zone problems start turning into touchdowns. But once the run game begins forcing defenders forward, the next question becomes even louder: who is going to punish them through the air? The New England Patriots receiver room is sitting in the middle of a storm, and nobody should pretend the answer is simple. Stefon Diggs is cleared, available, and still talented enough to make teams think twice. But New England already moved forward with Romeo Doubs, and that changes the whole picture. This is not about emotion anymore. It is about space, money, timing, and what Drake May needs most. Romeo Doubs gives May a real outside target, the kind of receiver who can win steady downs and keep the offense on schedule. Kayshon Boutte still brings toughness. Kyle Williams has young upside. Demario Douglas gives Josh McDaniels motion and quick game value. Hunter Henry is still the trusted tight end when the field gets tight. That is a solid room, but solid is not the same as scary, and Foxborough knows the difference. That is why the A.J. Brown question feels so loud. If that call turns real after June 1st, the whole offense changes overnight. A.J. Brown would give Drake May the kind of top target who forces defenses to bend before the snap. If it does not happen, New England still has options. but the ceiling feels different. The front office is waiting on the one move that can flip the entire passing game, while Mike Vrabel already has his own hand-picked rookie ready to change the defense. Gabe Jacas was not a normal draft pick for the New England Patriots. This one felt targeted. Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf did not sit there hoping the board would be kind. They moved up and grabbed the player they wanted, because some defenders fit a coach so clearly that waiting becomes dangerous. Jacas walks into Foxborough with power, edge, and the kind of motor that makes a defensive room notice fast. The reason this pick hits harder is the fit. Mike Vrabel wants a defense that attacks with purpose, not noise. Gabe Jacas gives him a rookie who can crash into tackles, chase from the backside, and make quarterbacks feel rushed even when the sack does not arrive. Put him near Harold Landry, Draymond Jones, Braden Swinson, and Elijah Ponder, and the pass rush no longer feels thin. It feels crowded in the best way. Then there's the number. Gabe Jacas wearing number 50 in New England is not the whole story, but it adds weight, because Mike Vrabel wore that number here too. That kind of detail matters in a place built on standards. The Patriots are not asking him to be a legend on day one. They are asking him to bring pressure, toughness, and urgency to a defense already loaded with answers. And once that front starts hitting, the back end of this defense might become the part nobody wants to test. The back end of the New England Patriots defense is where the warning gets louder. Christian Gonzalez gives Mike Vrabel a corner who can change how an offense thinks before the ball is snapped. Marcus Jones brings quickness and toughness. Carlton Davis III adds size and experience. Then Kevin Byard III walks into the safety room with the kind of eyes that punish late throws. This is not a defense hoping quarterbacks make mistakes. This is a defense built to bait them into mistakes. The middle has teeth too. Christian Barmore and Milton Williams can wreck the inside of a pocket without needing noise around them. That matters because quarterbacks hate pressure in their face more than anything. Add Draymond Jones to the front and Robert Spillane behind it, and suddenly every level has a player who can set the tone. This group does not feel soft anywhere. It feels layered. First the pocket shrinks, then the throwing lane closes, then the hit arrives. That is what makes this version of New England feel different. Mike Vrabel does not need one hero to save every drive. He has Gonzalez outside, Byard over the top, Barmore and Williams inside, Spillane in the middle, and Gabe Jacas bringing fresh heat off the edge. If one piece wins, the whole snap changes. If two pieces win, the play is dead. But the most interesting part is how Elliott Wolf built this defense and offense for more than one season, because the draft class tells you exactly where the Patriots think this thing is heading next. The New England Patriots did not draft like a team searching for attention. They drafted like a team that already knows its identity. Caleb Lomu was the first message. Protect Drake May. Keep the pocket cleaner. Let the offense grow without putting every answer on the quarterback's shoulders. That is not a small pick. That is the front office saying the most important player in the building needs a wall strong enough to match the moment. Then came the pieces that fit Mike Vrabel's style. Gabe Jacas gives the defense a rookie edge with force. Caron Prunty adds corner depth. Nnamdi Obiazer and Quintavious Hutchins bring more linebacker competition, which matters in a system where every snap has to be earned. Demetrius Crownover gives the line another big body to develop. These are not random names thrown into camp. These are pressure picks. Players brought in to push the bottom of the roster and raise the fight inside the building. The offense got more than protection too. Eli Raridon gives Josh McDaniels another tight end who can threaten the seam. Baron Morton adds a young quarterback to shape behind the scenes. Jam Miller brings fresh speed to the running back room. Put it all together, and the draft does not feel like a future-only move. It feels like a contender adding sharp tools while the window is open. Elliott Wolf did not build this class to look good on paper. He built it to support Drake May, feed Mike Vrabel's defense, and make the next schedule feel like an opportunity instead of a problem. The New England Patriots have the kind of schedule that does not forgive fake hype. Buffalo still has Josh Allen, and that alone keeps every division race honest. Miami still has speed that can flip a game in one drive. The New York Jets still have talent that can drag any opponent into a rough afternoon. But New England has something cleaner right now. Drake May gives them belief at quarterback, Mike Vrabel gives them edge from the sideline, and the roster around them finally looks built for long winter football. The measuring stick is not only the AFC East, it is Seattle. The Seahawks walked away from that Super Bowl with the trophy, and that score is the kind of thing a team carries all offseason, not as shame as fuel. Sam Darnold and that Seattle defense showed the Patriots exactly where the gap was. More protection, more force in the run game, more answers when the first read disappears. That is why Caleb Lomu, Reggie Gilliam, Kevin Byard, and Gabe Jacas matter so much. Every move feels like a reply to the game that got away. Now the whole thing comes down to finishing. Josh McDaniels has to turn the new pieces into points, Mike Vrabel has to keep the defense sharp when the pressure rises. Elliott Wolf still has the A.J. Brown question hanging over the room, and that one decision could change the ceiling fast. But even before that move lands, the message is already clear. New England is not chasing noise in May. The Patriots are chasing the ending they missed in February. And the rest of the league should understand one thing: this team is not done building.